So let's moving to the next video in this tutorial. We will see the here joining of more than one threads in this video. So let's see, there is a program written over there. That this program was written in the last video also, and it has two threads, two user defined threads, that is CLS1 and CLS2, and these two threads we have executed a loop for 10 times in every thread, and thread 1 stops for 1 second at the every repetition or every loop, and thread 2 stops for or you can say suspends for 500 millisecond, that is half second. Okay, so this is the output, and our thread is executing, and thread 1 is executed at the every 1 second, and thread 2 is executed at the every half of second. Okay, so let's make some modification and put some labels here in our threads. So we have seen how label means we will write, we will print a message there. So here in the just after the public bar run and curly bracket, our thread 1 will start from here. So I will write system, sorry, it should be in a small letter. So I will write system dot out dot println, and since we have already set the name for our thread, so I will write only here get name method that will extract the name from the name of the current executing thread, and I will write start. At the end I will write semicolon. Okay, so just copy paste this line, and since here our thread is getting terminated just before the body end curly bracket of the run method, so I will write here thread and its name ends. Same thing I will do with the thread 2 also. I will write here starts, and it gets terminated here, so I will write here end. Okay, so now let's execute our program, and it says thread 1 starts, thread 2 starts, both the threads are running simultaneously. Thread 2 ends because it takes only 5 seconds to execute, but thread 1 takes 10 seconds, and finally thread 1 ends. Okay, so in this program, as we are seeing, or there are only 2 threads visible to us, but in actually there are 3 threads is getting executed simultaneously in this program. Since in the very first video of the thread I have told you that each and every time we make a method, that is automatically a thread in itself. So similarly we have a method here, main method, that is our means this is our main thread. So as the main thread gets executed, means from here to here, then only our 2 custom threads is getting executed. So this main thread is also simultaneously executed, then only this the content which we have written inside the body of the main method is executed. Okay, so let's see, as you see here that thread 2 ends until the thread 1 is getting executed. Okay, but we can make our program or we can make the thread second thread to wait for the thread 1 to be terminated, and after that the thread 1 terminates, then thread 2 will be terminated. But for doing this we have to call the thread 1 inside the thread 2, but it's quite tough. So we will see this in our main thread. We can do this we can do the same thing in the main thread. So here we can see that in the inside the main thread, our thread two threads, that is thread 1 and thread 2, it gets executed, starts getting started. And here, as here the execution control or execution pointer, sorry, execution, not execution pointer, execution control reach there, the our main thread will be you can say terminated, but our two threads will be executed. So let's put a you label in the main thread. So I will write here, it seems very logical, but if you try to understand this, you can understand the very easily. So I have written here main thread starts, and at the last statement in the main method I will write main thread ends. Main thread ends. Okay, so let's see once again the how this program will work. Okay, we have created no, we have not created, this is automatically created, that is our main thread. Okay, and this will execute from here to here. And if you consider the time interval which to be taken by the processor to execute these couple of instruction, couple of statements, it may be very quite or maybe very small. Okay, so we cannot consider, we cannot judge this time slot. Okay, so it will take very less time, that's fine. Means it will print first main thread starts, and then it will do some stops, and it will start the two threads, and main thread ends, that's fine. Okay, in the meanwhile, as these two statements will be executed, our two other threads that we have created from our own side will be executed, and but these two threads, that is thread 1 will take 10 seconds to complete its all statements to reach at the end of end of the thread. Okay, but and similarly thread 2 will take 5 seconds to execute its whole statement or all statement. So this is what will happen in this program. So let's execute this. It says main thread starts and main thread ends, because it takes very small time interval to execute this statement. So in this meanwhile, this executed all the selected instructions here or statements here, but still, since we have created these two threads inside the main thread, we want, or we will wish to finish these two threads first, then the main thread should be executed, or we want that let's say these two threads will end, then only the next line should be executed in the main thread. That is called the joining of two threads. Means we want to you can say we want to join these two threads with the main thread, so that the main thread will wait for the termination of its child thread, that is here C1 or C2 or CLS1 or CLS2 or thread 1 or thread 2. So let's join these two threads. So we will write just after the starting of these two threads, as our thread starts, we will join these two threads or with the main thread. So we will write since join method works in the try block, so we will write try, and we will write C1 dot join. Okay, and C2 dot join. We are joining the both of the thread. You can join only one thread, or you can not join the threads. You not join output you have already seen in the output console window, you can see. But let's see after the joining the let's see the output after the joining these threads. So I will write here catch block. Inside the catch block, I will just prefer to write exception class. You can use interrupted exceptions also. So we will see, we will leave the catch block empty. We are not going to handle the exceptions here. Okay, so now this two threads is joined. Then what will happen? As the thread starts, the thread will be joined, and this main thread, you will find that this statement will not be executed, until or unless these two threads ends. These two threads ends. Let's see the output. See, main thread starts, thread 1 starts, thread 2 starts. Now main thread is waiting to finish these two threads that we have already created. So you can say thread 2 ends, thread 1 ends, then only our main thread ends. So this is how we can, you can say, this is how we can see, we can join the, sorry, I am taking too much time in the video. So we can join more than one threads with the main threads or with the another threads. So you can extend your program as you wish. Okay, so let's check the one more very important method in the thread, that is alive. Okay, so here let's after the joining of these two threads, we can check the our main thread is live or not. So I will write here thread dot, sorry, here we will, here it's already alive. So after the main thread ends, let's check our custom threads is alive or not. So I will write here since okay, write system.out.println first, you will understand it easily. System, it should be system out dot println, okay, c1 dot is alive. Okay, so this will print, this will check either thread is alive or it's dead, means it's finished or it's still running. So similarly we will check system dot out dot println, something is wrong, it should be system dot out dot println. Okay, inside the ln function println from method, I will write c2 dot is alive. So let's see, or we can check these two threads here also, means as soon as these two threads will start, these threads will become alive, and as the these main threads ends, these two threads also will be, see, it says main thread starts is alive, since is alive is returns a boolean value, that is true or false. You can store in the boolean variable, and you can, after checking the boolean variable, you can define your own message. While thread is alive and not alive, you can define your own message. But here we can see as thread starts, it says, oh, thread 1 and thread 2 both are true, means live, and thread 1 starts, thread 2 starts, and after these two threads finish, then main thread ends. After that we are checking the life of these two threads. We actually finding that these two threads are already finished. But if you make the comment of to the join statement, now check, it says these two statements is executed here, means it says main thread ends, that is obviously after this only we are only checking the life of the threads. But still this is these two threads are true, means live, or before still our main thread ends before the finishing of these two threads. So this is how join works, join method works, and we can also check the life of the any threads, either it's live or it's already finished. So go with these programs and try to execute these programs and write at your own computer, own machine, then only you can understand these programs better. Okay, so that's all for in this video. In the next video we'll see the synchronization of these threads